There's a huge amount of relief crossing the line. You know, you suddenly realise that you've won gold, but also we had our best race. It was absolutely perfect. You know, I sat there incredibly proud of what we've just done. When I left school, I was well below par. You know, I was less than mediocre. When I found rowing at my first university, that was a huge step in my own development, because it showed, you know, the organisation. I was around people who inspired me. So I went from a third in my first year to a 2-1 when I left. And then when I came to Oxford, it was the same again. If I hadn't have had it that year, I shudder to think where I'd be now.
When you actually sit down on the chair in front of the TV and it's Olympic final, then no, your adrenaline's going, and it's people who you know, and you want them to win.
I've never been so nervous in my life, put it that way. But you know, once I got into the warm-up, everything started to slot into place, and then the crowd coming into the last 500, it opened up a whole new avenue of possibility. Something kicked in pretty big, because I started afresh and we were able to sprint towards the line.
You hope that their best is good enough, and therefore that they get what they have worked so hard for.
On many levels, you've got to find out what works for you, what motivates you right, what gets you best prepared. Give yourself the best opportunity.
You're also trying to figure out what is it, the good stuff that people do, what is it that's differentiating the winners from the losers.
And for me, it's to try and forget about the legacy, forget about sort of what it means on the bigger scale, forget about the money, forget about, you know, the funding, forget about all that stuff, and also maybe a bit of the expectation from the public and, you know, all the well-wishers who said, oh, you can get gold, believe, and almost put that to bed and actually just say, you know what, if I have my best row on that day, then I'm going to deliver my best performance, and that's all I can do as a human being. And as a consequence, there's a pretty good chance I'll also win a gold medal. As it happened, that's exactly what it took.